In this section, I want to talk about the communications that happens between routers in OSPF different areas. So if you have routers configured by OSPF, you have communication between routers that fall under different categories. Some of the configuration information that is sent between routers are about updates. Some of them are link state advertisements. Some of them are hello messages. Some of them are goodbye messages. Different types of messages are sent between routers. But what I am interested in right now is LSA. And what is LSA? That's a link state advertisement one router sends to other router. And of course, routers combine different LSAs in one message and send them to other routers. Other routers check the LSA, and actually the version number of that LSA is so important. And if they saw the LSA contains changed information, they will request the sender to send a complete update of the information. So LSAs fall under different types, and I want to talk about these different types here. And what are those types? Types are numbered. Type 1 is a router LSA. And what is a router LSA? Each router creates some information about its own connected networks and have it in its memory, and also it sends it to other routers such as router 2 or router 3 that is connected to router 1. So in one area, every router has information about connected networks of other routers. So router 1 in area 123 has router LSAs from router 2 and router 3. The second type of the LSAs is called network LSA, and it is created by designated router. So if you have a broadcast network between router 1 and router 2, or if you have different routers in one subnet, one of them will be a designated router. It will gather all the LSAs from other routers and it will send them a network LSA containing information about the whole network. Type 3 is called a network summary. So make sure that this is network summary and not a summary. What does it mean? Router 2, for example, is an area border router. It will create some network information from area 0 and send it to area 1, 2, 3. And also it will create some information about area 1, 2, 3 and send it to area 0. This is called network summary LSA. We have another type of LSA that is called ASBR summary. And ASBR, we don't have any ASBR right now, but in the next section I want to create an ASBR. ASBR is a router that has OSPF and some other routing protocol running at the same time on it. So it actually connects to some area that has different types of routing protocol. Suppose that router 5 and router 3 are running RIP, but other parts of this network containing router 3 run OSPF at the same time. So router 3 has RIP and OSPF at the same time, so it becomes an autonomous system border router, and it will create a type for LSA. Type 5 is called AS external. So let me type it. Autonomous system external LSA, and it is created by an autonomous system border router when it has redistribution. I'm going to talk about this later. And we have type 6 that is not important. Type 7 is going to be NSSA external, and it is very nice type of LSA that I'm going to talk about this in a later section. And it is kind of areas that do not need to have a lot of information about routing in our network. That is called a not so stubby area, or it may be a stub area. I'm going to talk about this later, and I will tell you about the reasons we go for NSSA external. So These are the LSA types that are so important. So let's go to one of these routers, for example, router 1, and check the LSAs in its OSPF routing database. If I open LSA, you can see that different types of LSAs are here. For example, a router LSA, and we have router LSA from router 3, router 1, and router 2, because these are in the same area. All of them have the same router information about each other. You can see the originator here. The originator of this router is router 2, router 1, and router 3 here. So these are the router LSAs. I have network LSA, and you can see that this is being created because router 3 is a designated router. And again here, router 1 is designated router for network subnet 12. So these are the network LSAs that are created. Again, let's check here. If I check summary networks, you can see the originator. You can see originator of this summary network LSA is router 3, and also I may have some summary information from router 2, because router 2 and router 3 are ABRs, so they create the information that is called summary network. I don't have any other type of information about other routes because I don't have an autonomous system, for example here, border router, and I just have these types of LSAs. So these LSAs, as you can see, have a sequence number, but this sequence number is in hexadecimal format. As you can see, the sequence number increases by any change that happens to the LSA. For example, the router LSA here has 3 consecutive changes, and now the sequence number has increased to 3. This one, the router for this, has changed 5 times, so it has sequence number of 5. So these are different sequence numbers attached to LSA, and based on this sequence number, these routers will tell if this there has been a change to the networks that we have worked with them. And there's an edge here that changed, and after some seconds you can see that the LSAs are getting refreshed based on the hello interval and based on the update interval that's attached to the instance, and we can see those information later. Okay, so now that we know about LSAs, I want to talk about different area types in next section and show you the other types of LSAs that are created using those area types.